Hey guys, so I'm just giving you guys an update on my cats. As you know, I picked up my third cat today. She's an older tabby. She's only 6 months older than my two cats. You can't rush them to get used to one another or like one another. Obviously, my cats are going to be a little bit territorial because they see our home as theirs. And right now, there's a lot of hissing going on, and they haven't gotten real close to one another. And they pick up the new cat's scent on me. That's enough to piss off my cats. Okay. My cats right now, they most likely feel betrayed by me. That's normal. Especially Nora. Nora's very, very, very close to me. And they're 6 months younger than the new cat I just picked up today. And it's going to take time. It's going to take weeks, if not a couple of months, for them to get used to one another. I'm not going to have them in the same room. The new cat is going to stay in the guest room, but I have to get a pet gate to keep the cats from going to the other room. But I don't want to close the door. That's why I'm buying a pet gate. I want them to get used to each other slowly without going into each other's rooms. And believe me, the new cat is twice as big as my cats. Okay, Katie and Nora. And my cats might feel a little bit intimidated right now. I did a very, very light reading, and they recommend separating them and introduce them slowly and beginning with their scents. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do just that. I've separated them, and they're going to have separate litter boxes, separate foods, and separate toys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a towel or something that's associated with each three cats and introduce them that way by their scent for the next few weeks. When I'm home, I'll bring the new cat into the living room only when I'm there. Okay? So they can get used to each other like that as well. But I'm never going to go to work and leave them to accidentally bump into one another where they're going to get into a fight and hurt one another. I think the older cat it's a bigger cat, twice as big. She's 6 months older, so she's a little bit more mature than my cats. They're all my cats, but you know what I mean, as my existing cats. They're gonna have their separate toys. I'm gonna put a towel in the new cat's room so she can roll around in it, and maybe she'll sleep in it. I had a bed. I have a cat bed that Katie and Nora never liked to use. I put that big cat bed in the new cat's room, and right away she went in it, and she was kind of really getting used to it, so she could sleep in that. And she's also rolling around in the bed that's there, the day bed that I used to always sleep in. In the closet where the new cat is staying, there's a lot of my clothes in there and the hampers in there, so she'll be sniffing my scent as well. When Nora and Katie come near me, they can smell the new cat's scent, and right away they hiss and they get a little bit aggressive, which is normal. they're seeing an invader come into the house and they don't know who the cat is. They had no idea I was gonna get a cat. It's not like I sent them an email, hey you guys, you know, we're gonna have a new cat, so you get ready for it. No, I just brought the cat home today, and there's a lot of nerve and tension that I can feel between the three cats. So right now I'm gonna go off to the supermarket, pick up a few things I need to make for dinner today. I took out the hamburger early this week. I'm gonna make another meatloaf. That meatloaf I made last week was incredibly delicious. So I'm gonna go and get more meatloaf. Yeah. So I like the new cat as well. It's a beautiful cat, as you'll see in the videos. And it's gonna take time, but I think it's gonna work out. The new cat is a good cat. She's already been broken in. She knows what the litter box is and all that stuff. She's a well-behaved cat, but if you piss her off right now, she's also under a lot of stress from coming to the new house and seeing new kittens and stuff. And I'm afraid if I don't separate them, and when I go to work tomorrow, they can cross paths, and that bigger cat could hurt my younger, smaller cats. I don't want that to happen, and it's recommended to separate them, so that's what I'm going to do. I want to have a successful transition for all four of us. I noticed that I got to be a little bit too touchy with the new cat, and she hissed at me and she bit my hands. But also it's because it's too new for her. I can tell she's a very friendly cat. For the most part, as soon as I started to pet her, she's purring, and when I ask her to come, she'll come to me. When I tap on the floor, she comes right away to me. But it's because she's a good cat. She's a friendly cat. But she doesn't want to be pushed. She doesn't want to be pushed. And my cats don't want to be pushed either. So there's a lot of tension going on in the air right now. It's going to be fun watching them come together and be closer. They're all girls, by the way. I got 3 girls. Sometimes Katie and Nora get kind of testy with one another, and that's just how it is. Just left the supermarket. I got some spices to make my famous meatloaf. About 2 weeks ago, I had the best meatloaf in a long time, because I didn't follow the recipe that you get when you buy meatloaf spices. I did it my way. Yeah, I put 2 eggs, 2 slices of bread, but I also put crushed breadcrumbs that comes in a can. And I still mixed 2 slices of bread with raisins. The raisins, that's different. So anyways, I bought the new cat's own bathroom, a litter box with a cover and a swinging door like the other cats have. I bought a pet gate to separate the rooms and the cats. Even when they start acclimating to one another, I could still use that gate in the living room. Even though I bought cushion covers for my chairs for the living room, I'm also going to use the gate too. Yep. I'm following what it was I was reading about introducing new cats to your existing cats. I'm following it. It said that they should be separated in the beginning. And I'm finding out why real quick. Right now, there's a lot of hissing. When I pick up Katie or Norma, she hisses at me. She even scratched my face. She's angry. There's a new cat at home. Okay? Animals are territorial. And especially Nora, because she's so close to me. She might feel like I found a new cat that I prefer. I don't know. She could be jealous. I don't know if cats get jealous. But there's some aggression there on both sides. The new cat just wants to chill out. Okay? But my existing cats, they're not having it right now. It's going to take time. And with a gate there and leaving the door open when I'm home, they can go back and forth and get a visual of one another. But I'm also going to get some towels from both cats and swap it to one another so they can start getting used to each other's scent. When I pick up either cat and I'm walking around with a cat holding them, they can pick each other's scents up and they take out their hostility on me because they're getting the scent from me. Hey, good morning everybody. It's Monday, April 8th. So it's been quite the weekend for me. I had yesterday completely off, made several videos, but did not upload any. When that happens, it's because I'm very, very, very busy. And if I don't upload it at the end of the day, I end up deleting the whole episode. And then the next day, I do a new one, and then I would upload that if I have a chance. So when I say this weekend I was very, very busy, that's exactly what I mean. I was very, very, very busy. Yesterday, I adopted the third cat. She's an extremely beautiful tabby cat. She's 1 year old. And the women that adopt cats out said that she's a very friendly cat. She gets along with other cats. And I see that she can. She's very, very friendly with me. She wants to be petted. She doesn't like to be touched on her underside because she was spayed. Even if she wasn't spayed, some cats don't like to be touched on their side. You know, you can read their body language if they want to be touched or not. But this cat likes to come up to me and rub on me and roll around and be close. That's a very, very good sign. She's got the most beautiful eyes. Green and lime colored eyes. Like a stripe right around it. Beautiful cat. So like I said, she's about a year old and she weighs twice as much as my cats do. My cats are 6 months younger than she is. So anyways, I took her home. She has her own litter box. She has her own food. And right now, I'm keeping her in the guest room and I'm introducing them slowly. I don't want to rush it. So anyways, yes. So what I'm doing is I'm introducing them very, very slow. So last night I bounced back and forth between the 3 cats. I go to the guest room, I spend a little time with her and I pet her, and I lay in my bed with her and she purrs. That's a very good sign. And once in a while my cats kind of peek. They kind of peek inside her room. There's a lot of hissing going on right now between the 3 of them. My 2 black cats are confused, so they hiss on one another, and they're picking up different scents. They're picking up the new cat scents, and the new cat is picking up their scents. It's all good. Sometimes I'll get an item of the cats and I'll take it into the guest room so she can get used to it. I've been watching cat videos on introducing young cats, and what they say is do not just throw them in one room and expect them to get along. My cats, they feel invaded. They feel they're territorial right now. They feel like a stranger just walked in their cats and they're not comfortable with it yet. The new cat wants to be their friends, but she's also hissing at them. So that's going back and forth. The more I introduce them together slowly, the more they'll adapt. But it's going to take time. I can't rush it. I don't want to see no cats get hurt. So this morning I put both my black cats in my media room and I closed the door and I allowed the new cat to walk around the house. Okay. That way she can pick up on their scents. She can see them through the glass door of the media room. And there's hissing, there's gonna be hissing. It's only the second day. This can take weeks or if not months, but I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm trying to get them to see each other slowly so they can get used to each other's scent and so they could get used to the visual part as well. Their scent is the number one that they use, more so than their hearing and their eyes. They pick up the scent. It's like, hey, this doesn't smell right. But when they smell it often enough, they'll get used to it. So that's my goal right now. My goal right now is to get my cats situated so I can have a peaceful home. Today, when I got to my full-time job, I got to run over to my second job, and I go home. And I'll sit a little bit with a new cat, and my cats sleep with me every night, so that's not a problem. I was gonna leave the cats in the media room and let the new cat roam around the house. I don't want to do it that way. I also closed the new cat's room 90% of the way, so she can't fit through. And there's also a gate on the other side. I left a little crack open just so they can see each other a little bit. And none of them can squeeze in or out. So, as I was watching one of the videos, a professional cat person was saying that it's a good idea if the new cat has her her own stuff. My cat has a cat tree. The cat tree is about 5 feet tall. And with time, I think I'm gonna buy the new cat her own cat tree. She's a year older. She's a year older. And right now, they're not gonna share trees. They're not gonna share litter boxes. And cats like to be on high ground, so they can look down at stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get another cat tree as she's adapting to her new environment. You want them to feel like they have their own stuff. Okay, and right now I'm not gonna do it. I spent a lot of money adopting the cat. I spent a lot of money buying the fence. I spent a lot of money buying the litter box and everything else. So the cat tree is gonna happen, but not right away. In my mind, I see peace at the end of the road. All the cats getting along and sharing their things. Hello everyone. You could probably guess that I'm going home. Just left my job at 5 o'clock. I have not been posting consecutive content on my channel lately because of the excitement of adopting my third cat last weekend, Sunday. So I'm going to try to edit some bits and pieces of what I've put together over the past few days, and I'll let you guys decide what you think of the new cat. I haven't even picked out a name for her yet. Yes, she's a female. So I got 3 female cats at home right now. So, anyways, a lot of the information is on my last video. And right now, what's on my mind is last night. Last night I couldn't sleep, guys. Because Katie, the ever so energetic, highly curious cat, did not let me sleep. She was in my face all morning. At one point, I got out of bed, picked her up, and I placed her outside my bedroom, and I closed the door. And all I heard was meow, 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 meow. I was like, this is like torture. Right now, I'm like really tired. Really tired. I'm going to try to go to bed earlier today. And I have to think about other sleeping methods for the cat, because Katie cannot leave me alone when I go to bed. This cat requires so much attention, but only at night when I go to bed. Because during the day, she doesn't want you to bother her. No. Pick her up during the day, she won't let you pick her up. And you know how cats are. Cats are like babies, especially kittens. They sleep during the day and they're up all night. And when they're up all night, I'm trying to get some sleep. This cat was in my face, literally rubbing her nose on my face, my eyeballs, my nose, licking my nose. She licks my nose, licks it. And she goes back and forth and nibbling on my chest and doesn't let me sleep. Nora is good at night. She'll lay beside you and she'll purr. She'll sleep on your chest. Not Katie. I am truly tired and exhausted. And what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to share my time between 3 cats. Show them all love. The new cat is very, very relaxed. She acts like she's in charge. She's got a cool head, and she doesn't want you to touch her the wrong way. She hates being touched underneath, you know? She hates it. She will bite your head off if you touch her underside. Her belly, you know, her legs. She only wants to be petted on the head and on her back. Yeah. She's beautiful. She's got the most beautiful eyes, but she's dead serious with you when she doesn't want to do something. She gets along with all the cats. It's my kittens that are terrified of her. She's twice as big, or 2.5 times as big as them. She's only 6 months older. And they're terrified of her. She has her own bedroom with her own potty poo litter box, and her own bed, and her own scratching board. She likes her room. This morning, I took her out of the room, but what I did was I put the cats in the media room and I closed the door. But they can watch her from the glass door, and they get fixated. They stare at her. And the new cat stares back, but she'll lay there and purr and roll around like she lived there forever.